battled and made a key play.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check, check, lucky.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Haskins on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards.
First down, Redskins.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
Mayfield on play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A toss play to Chubb. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Right there. All day, baby.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 36 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 52. Mike 52. All right, T. Let's all right, T. 52's the mic, boy. 52. I got you, punk. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. There we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 22. Throwing now. Haskins on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch tight end. 4 down.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sione Takitaki just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike Hook. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 5-52.
Now it's Haskins. And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Redskins take over the first and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He completes it to Nelson. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff, Geis going right. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, here we go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Undercrush.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Check three. Be ready.
Again, Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays had gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Get that ball. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I'm here all day. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. I'm going back.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are back within a single score. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. As it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 31. Mayfield, that's taken in by Callaway. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
50, 20. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Mayfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
To the ground and incomplete. Landon Collins on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
14.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield with it once more. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 30.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Haskins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
52. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 52's the mic. Let's go. New mic, 52. Mic 50. I got running.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. Now Haskins on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Terrence Mitchell. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously cost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. And the Redskin first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end rock, tight end. 4 down, 4 down.
Haskins will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
52's the mic, boys, 52.
4th down, here's Haskins. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Redskins take over.
Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 31, Haskins. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll run with Geis. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On first and 10, Haskins. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
To throw again on second down. Haskins looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Haskins back to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Play action. Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now hold on a second. Why would they decline that?
Charles, I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Browns, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.